Fred and Darla Brodsky, they created one of the first endowed chairs at this university. At a point in time when we were making this transition from a commuter school to a major global research university, their vision and their foresight in creating this chair in the area of international business has paid huge dividends. It has spurred many other good things to happen, both in Damore McKim and around the university.
The Brodsky Chair allows for the hire of a very senior colleague, a very senior scholar, someone who's world-renowned really, and who can provide some leadership for the department.
Fred and Darla Brodsky are passionate advocates of international business, the importance of global business, and they've really been critical partners to us and through the Brodsky Chair and their involvement with the chair holder.
As I got to know better Fred and Darla Brodsky, he's an entrepreneur, and he has this very nice book called Accidental Entrepreneur that we read in my class, and he comes to my class, and this is really how I got to know him more, because the students ask him questions and then they have this conversation, and then they have relationships with Fred and Darla for the following forever. And I hope, I really look forward actually to having more of that. But their values are very aligned with mine, and the value is be ethical and do things that try to do always the best that you don't regret. So he kind of explains that it's very easy to make money very fast, but that this is a long road, and that it's very important to have very high ethical standards.
Endowed chairs are hugely important in terms of attracting talent and retaining talent. It's all about talent. The impact and leadership we can have in the world, it is only as good as the talent that we can attract and the talent that we can retain. Harry is an example of that, and we're extraordinarily proud to have him be the first holder of the Brodsky Chair. He just epitomizes the kind of world-focused scholar that is centrally important to Northeastern, highly engaged with businesses around the world in driving forward solutions to real problems in the world. And attracting Harry to be the inaugural holder of the Brodsky Chair was perfect.
We were developing the Bachelor of Science in International Business, which is one of the premier programs of its kind. When the Brodskys stepped in and created this chair, we were able to attract Harry, who was a prominent person in the field, and he had unique skills and personality to help us develop all that. Harry is a student-centered program builder,
I came here at a very interesting time. Richard Freeland was president, and they had done a study and recognized that the echo boom was going to peter out, and that the only schools that were going to survive were the high-quality schools. And so they went smaller and better, and dramatically changed the profile of the school. I think the chair lent some academic prestige and weight to the undergraduate international business program. Okay, and I think that was an important contribution to it. Fred has created a legacy here, and again, that's his belief in the art of giving back. And he'll continue, I think, to do that. He's a real believer in giving back.
Like Harry, Ruth is a truly world-class scholar, engaged with the world, working very closely with students. Again, she epitomizes this magic that occurs at the interface between research and learning.
Ruth is just a force, right? A powerhouse in her space and in research and in teaching.
Ruth is a great person, really wonderful. And she's probably one of the most respected scholars in the world in her area of corporate governance, because she can speak to both sides, not only to academics and students, but also to practitioners, and speak to them in a way that they can learn from her. And I think we're lucky to be able to have Ruth here as the Brodsky Chair holder.
So we are a research university, and the magic happens at this intersection between research and learning. So students, learners in our programs are working side by side with people who are at the forefront of their fields, creating knowledge, driving solutions to problems.
Yeah, and the future is wide open at Northeastern, right? Personally, this is really what energizes me in general, just having been here for so long, and having come here at an institution that said we want to get better, right? And the way you get better is to not be afraid to hire better people and do bold things. And I think that the evolution, Harry to Ruth and the Brodsky Chair is just one excellent example that typifies what we've been doing here, and it's very exciting.